like coming into work on a Monday and being greeted with these two, Colin and Justin. Come on in here. I love it.
Hello, Angel.
We all know how amazing you guys are as designers, but when it comes to actually finding things on a budget and making them look fabulous, you just keep outdoing yourselves. So look at this set, everyone.
You know, stand a wee bit back
the way
there.
so you can actually see it.
What
are we calling this?
We're going to call this look. I think we're calling it Gatsby at Goodwill.
Okay.
Okay, you know, because like The Great Gatsby, you know, the classic American love story, that beautiful movie by Baz Luhrmann, so escapist, so fantastic. Why can't you be inspired by that when you go kind of charity shopping and actually pick up some pieces? Now, actually, I think the starting piece here, Justin, is definitely the dressing table.
This little configuration here, Tracy, started off life as two separate bedside tables. You know, the kind of thing that you find in a junk store. We picked them up for $10 each. They were blonde wood to start with, so we painted both of them black, picked out the handles in gold, stripe detailed at the side, and then cut a section of MDF for the top, which instantly creates a new function. So from bedside tables into really cool little dressing suite. And then detailing like this, believe it or not. Can you think what that might be?
I have no clue.
Okay, I'm going to show you what this is.
You guys blow my mind every time.
Okay, underneath there you'll see some wiring, because this was previously a little light fitting. So we thought, okay, turn it upside down.
Who thinks of these things?
We think of these things, missus. We think of these things.
So this was actually a light fixture.
It was a I left the cable. Obviously,
there.
we would have taken the cables off, but we showed you. We wanted you to see the cables.
Yeah, we want to see how raw it is. And look at that. You can fix your makeup at the same time.
You don't need to wear makeup, Tracy.
I really do.
Oh, do you?
This whole thing, it's a beautiful makeup table, vanity, one of those things so many women dream of having in their homes, and it's easy to do if you can just go find the pieces and figure out how you're going to make it happen.
Of course.
Yeah, I think that is the secret to actually charity shopping, you know, is actually to get an idea of the look you're going for.
Yeah.
You don't want to replace junk with junk. So you want to bring in items that are going to enhance your look, you know, and as I said, we were doing this Great Gatsby thing. I mean, the paint effect on the wall is so simple.
It's so Gatsby,
you know, it's so Gatsby, and you paint your wall in a matte black, you then use some masking tape to tape off these fantastic kind of like deco sunburst strands.
Yes.
And the whole thing looks amazing. And I think having the mirror up there, you know, dressing tables always have mirrors, don't they? Because you want to check your makeup, make sure you're looking gorgeous. Why not go large on that? Now, these were custom cut by Adnac Glass. And you just call them up, tell them what sizes you want. They cut it all to size, deliver it to you. You stick it on the wall. Hey presto.
And again, just looking at things differently, we went into the restore and we found these original 1920s lights. Now, again,
isn't that amazing, the treasures you can find?
If you're prepared to kind of spend a little bit of time, Tracy, you can find all manner of gorgeous things. Then further into the lamps, an IKEA lamp, okay, started off looking really lovely, just a plain grey shade on a silver base. We sprayed the base gold, and then we used this wonderful marabou feather, which we've wound round here, and I've just got a little bit of tape that I'm going to hide because that's
Once
not very
again, you've made a lampshade that I want to wear as a dress.
We have, do you know what? It's all about the double bubble.
This is a dress.
Can you see Tracy in that? I'm sure the boys would like to think not much more than that. Just the feathers, really.
I mean, the bows are they're by MacFab, and they're just fantastic.
Awesome.
But it does look like a really thin supermodel, doesn't it?
Shaking
really
her little
does.
stuff.
Like
Actually, this is probably to scale.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably
They're that
is.
small.
Well,
And then one final thing, we went to Marty Millionaire and we found this lovely old tailor's dummy for $25. Wrapped around some gold comedy beads, a few again of the marabou feathers from MacFab. And it's just about building up that look. It's about being really confident as a designer. We don't spend fortunes, Tracy. We bang on about this all the time. Our magic is everybody's magic. You know, it's doable for all of us within a really conformed budget.
Very nice, very creative. And that's what you have to do actually when you don't have a lot of money. This is what my husband is always saying. I think it's just an excuse for him to be cheap.
Oh, yeah?
But he's like, if you don't have a lot of money, you have to be more creative.
Yeah, that's
exactly how it goes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now we're sort of in a beach scene here.
Again, two very different looks, from the lovely Gatsby black and gold into this really relaxed country coastal. This fella here, again, from the restore out in Etobicoke.
Beautiful.
From Habitat for Humanity.
Sorry, my apologies, Habitat for Humanity. $25, and we painted it.
That's amazing.
We took the panels out and left those the original toffee shade, and then washed them through, painted the handles. Then a final tip, rather than just have one solid finish everywhere, take some sandpaper in a medium gauge or grade and just scrape it along, almost as if Mother Nature herself has kissed it through the wind over time to give that really relaxed and lived-in look.
Mother Nature kissed
Mother Nature, big kiss.
It's poetry. It's beautiful.
Well, the other thing is, that's the thing. This is not about being defeated by your budget.
Yeah.
It's being fired up by it and thinking, how are we going to create our look?
How am I going to make this work? Can we talk about these paddles?
We can totally talk about these paddles.
Where did the paddles come from now?
Well, weirdly enough, the light fittings, they came from the Habitat for Humanity restore as well.
Beautiful.
And they were like $5 each, you know, and they're just perfect little kind of like crescent moons, if you like, little semicircles. But we thought, okay, let's do something cottagey, something beachy.
Yeah.
And we actually had these broken oars in our garden.
Oh,
These
you
were
did?
they were lying in our cottage garden, so Mother Nature created that incredible distressed kind of like timber effect.
Nice.
And we thought, well, there's no point in just leaving it to rot out in the garden. Let's get it in here and let it set the scene, you know. And I think if you're doing a coastal look, you don't really want to go all seashells, you know, and a bit kind of like jolly shanty. But if you can use like certain motifs that are about escapism and about the great outdoors, it's well worth it.
And then for us, it's all about balancing the budget as well. If you're going to save a lot of money in lots of aspects, then maybe you can indulge yourself on one big statement. This piece of art, the lovely boat on the gorgeous ocean, is by Trowbridge. It's about $249, so that is a big spend. But when you think everything else has cost just like a few dollars each, this came from HomeSense. And the good thing about HomeSense is they've got such big bulk buying.
Yeah.
So they're selling this print and prints from this same sequence for about a half or maybe even a third of what you'll find the same print costing in stores like LT.
People spend thousands of dollars on art. So
easily.
Compared to a $25 table, for
well,
sure,
you know what?
it's a little pricey.
You know what?
But you know, if all things considered, it's actually a really good price for a piece of art.
Well, you know what? If you spent so little on the main feature, then you can spoil yourself, you know. And like people always say to us, okay, where does inspiration come from? Because I don't know where to start.
Yeah, that's
Weirdly
true. It's
enough,
a very valid
we actually started off this with the glassware. The glassware here is from West Elm.
Yeah.
And look, it's just got that beautiful kind of like salted glass. Like it's been lying in the beach, you know, the sun's been beaten down on it.
Yeah.
And it's got that wonderful patina. And we thought, let's put all these like kind of aquatic greens and blues together and then take that colour onto the wall. And Justin was here yesterday doing a paint effect on that wall.
So you did that, huh?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Tracy. When you try and do one of these lovely bled paint effects, you are actually going to go crazy because it takes so long. I'm not going to lie and say it's easy. There were a few moments over the weekend. The best tip that I can give you is pick your three colours. We went for white, medium grade blue, and then a darker blue. Paint them on in bands.
Yes.
And then put a scumble glaze, which you can buy in any craft store, as a wash across the top. And then very slowly just merge it in and blend it until you get that lovely kind of...
With a sponge or with a brush?
A natural sea sponge, I find, is the best thing. But you know, you can use anything. You can take
a lot of work.
Bit of newspaper, block it through like that, all those things. And then, listen, this.
Okay, so this is the other piece that I absolutely love.
Nature's
Before we go, I promise I am going to throw a break at some point. I will.
There's so much to tell.
I know. But that thing is so cool. So if you're from a city like Toronto, you'll go buy it. If you're from anywhere outside of Toronto, you'll cut this down in your yard.
And then we put it in plasters. Do you know?
My husband makes fun of Torontonians all the time for that because we buy rocks.
Yeah, of course.
Like
of
we
course
buy stuff.
Yeah. $10 casters in the bottom.
We buy sticks and we put them. But anyways, go in your yard and cut it down.
Yeah, and then put it in casters to give it some moves.
on it.
Yeah,
Day.
Exactly.
It's very cool. Let's go to break.